Alright. Got somebody over here look fresh. Brand new tarp. Uh-oh. Who this is? Who is this? Van. Damn. I'm gonna have to look at it. There you go. Check out the picture. I wonder who picked out this picture. Who picked out these pictures? Can't hardly see it there, but here's a better look. Just check out the decoration now. You gotta look at the black. Got a little charcoal going. Look at here. Flower done turned over. Let me turn it back up. Gonna sit back up. Now there we go. Look at them. Look at them. Oh, Ivan Dimitri Starks Jr. All right, look at him. January the 3rd, 1992, May the 22nd, 2025. Beloved husband, father, son, grandson, and brother. All right. I wonder who had his body. All right, Mr. Dimitri. I don't know, he might like playing cards too. Look there. Look at them cards. I bet you he liked playing spades. Bet you. All right, somebody, look at that. Got people all over here in a neighborhood of their own. Okay, let's go on over here and see who this is. All right. At Finley Cemetery, Ocala, Florida. All right, now these here. Now, I ain't finna do all that turning around like that, but what I will do is move these here flowers here so we can get this here name, because people been asking me, so I'm gonna have to, now I got to do it. I got to do something better, because people ask me on Find the Grave. Can we see this here? Look at that. Who is this? Major Parker, 1915 to 1990. All right. And beside Major, 1915, 1990, you got, let me see, Leela Grant, 1909, 1991. Now the last names is different, so I don't think they were married. I think they just probably best friends. I don't know. But we're gonna have to keep it moving, because YouTube be taking a lot of video. A lot of battery. Now somebody done broke, this here done broke. The weather done got to it. Look at it. The weather done got to it, done cracked in half. Or somebody sinking. Somebody sinking. Yeah, they should have put them in a vault. All right. That's Miss Ada Mae. Miss Ada Mae Williams. 1923 to 1990. Okay. If you some kin to Miss Ada Mae, oh shoot. If you some kin to Miss Ada Mae, her tombstone is cracking. Split in half. All right. We got Mr. Willie Lee right here. 1935 to 2008. Now the family want pictures now. They want pictures of their family headstones and stuff like that. On Find the Grave, they done put in requests. Oh boy, it sound like I heard something behind me. Who is this? Edna. Oh, Ernest Wright. Ernest Wright, 1927. Yeah, 1927. Did he die in 1927? Was he born in 1927? It don't say, but we're gonna say he was born in 1927. We're gonna get a man a little long life and say he died. He just died. We don't know when he died. All right, here we go again. We got a private. Frank Wright, private. All right. Now them ranks now. We go from first class. I ain't even gonna say, because I don't even know. Okay, now it look like somebody had done planted a tree right here. Now this is somebody's grave, and somebody done planted a tree right here, like they do. A lot of people plant trees and stuff on top of graves. And whoever family this member this is, now who this is? Ethan Wright, Ethan Baver, Dang, 1911 to 1940. Somebody with the last name of Wright. Leah Wright. Etre. I don't know. I'm just calling out names so when I look them up, I know something over there in gold. Somebody over there in gold. They got to be of importance. But we're going to check them out a little later because right now we got Courtney Bradley. Oh, in gold. In gold too. They must be some kin. Or they must knew each other. Now, AKA. Now, when we say AKA, we talking about nickname. Let's just check out the little headstone. Look at it. All right. Now we got AKA Dark Brook. Oh, they had a picture up there too, probably. And the picture done white away. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. Look at the picture gone. Courtney Bradley, 1983 to 2020. Now there we go again. Oh, and we got a picture of Court. Look at him. Could you see him? Look at him. Wait a minute. It's movable. So we're gonna make sure we see it. Wait a minute. Mr. Courtney. There you go. There you go. All right. I hope that's him now, because that thing there, you can just put it on anybody's tombstone. It's movable. I don't know, something up with this gold out here. These people love gold. Look at that. Gold. 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 They love a gold. Now, okay. Rosetta Johnson and Albert Johnson. Now, I don't know how I'm going to take a picture and put this on Find a Grave for the family, but we got Albert Johnson there, and he was a PFC. God, I forgot what these titles mean. PFC 1921, 2005. Right next to, I'm going to say his wife. Now, this man was born in I know I ain't getting no phone call during my live. This man was born in 1921. This lady was born in 1940. Yeah, he got him a young one. Rosetta Johnson, 1940 to 2013. Now, she outlived him a good 8 years. Yeah, they was in love. They probably done did their plots already, done paid for it and everything. Miss Emma Johnson. Look at Miss Emma. Emma Johnson, 1927. Now, these people gonna be, yeah, I'm gonna have to do me some work. We'll find the grave today. So they want this cemetery. This cemetery ain't even online. Finley Cemetery. James Johnson. I hope this come out right where they can see it. Levi Johnson. Oh, Levi. 1935 to the year 2000. Levi, now how you lived your life? Now you lived a long time. And I ain't even gonna do the calculation. Okay. Now we got this right here. Tombstone, headstone. Now, Mr. Abram Johnson. Now, Mr. Abram, he was in the army. He was in World War something. But I can't see because they planted a tree. They planted a tree for him. I don't know how special I feel if they plant a tree on top of me. I don't know. Could be a good thing. Estella Johnson. Oh, this is the Johnson family over here. Estella Johnson, 1884 to 1963. Okay. Now, she probably one of the ones that's on the list of me to come out here and take a pic. Look at them horses over there. We're gonna look at them horses when we get over there. There's some big old horses. They ain't missing no meals. Andrew Jackson, Mr. Andrew Jackson, 1936, I believe he was born, but he's sinking. So if you can to the man, look at here. Look at this area. Now, I ain't telling nobody what to do, but if you love your family, you want to do something about it. Now, how this thing, now I would have just paid for a headstone. There's a tombstone here, but I just would have paid for a headstone and studied a tombstone. Now, who is this? Mr. Willie Hubbard, 1953 to 1997. All right, Mr. Willie, I think you was buried right next to your wife here. And y'all in the area just by yourself. Like they dating, just by themselves. Look at that. You don't see nobody around them. And she all covered up. When this man died? He died in 1997. And she all covered up here. Look, they don't want us to see. They don't want us to see who the man got with. They don't want us to see who the man got with. And I want to know. I might have to look you up, sister. Yeah, I don't want you to know. Look at the name and everything just gone. You don't see nothing. Nothing. Yeah, y'all, we're going to have to start buying some headstones. If you want to be remembered, you want your family to be remembered, keep them alive, as they say. Yeah, headstones. Now, this right here say mother. Now, see this cemetery out here? Now, this different. It say mother. But it don't have nothing but mother. Mother. No headstone, no tombstone. I don't know. Now, and then right here is something. And they wouldn't have put no concrete right there if it wasn't nothing. And it might be a baby, but it might be father. I don't know. But, now who this is? All right. We got, look like a B.E.Z. Baldwin. 1823 to 1823 to 1904. Now, no. We got, what name I just said? Something is Baldwin, 1855 to 1823. Wait, what? No, the 1923. Something wrong. My brain today. Cornelia, and then somebody else up in here. They died in 1904, but we don't see when they was born. But we got a symbol though, and they holding hands. Now ain't that something? That told everything right there. That's why it's two people right there. That's exactly why it's two people right there. Now one died in 1923 and the other one died in 1904. That's a long time apart. I don't know. And they still buried them together. Out of all that, they still buried them together. Now, some of these tombstones, they cracking. Look at them. They cracking. And I really don't want to look. Oh, God, they got water in there. The thing full of water. It's full of water. Look at it. Y'all can't see. Oh, the thing is full of water. Oh, boy, it got cups and spoons and everything down there. Oh, my gosh. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Man, them people done drowned down there. Look. I wish I could have showed this thing. Golly, that's freaking me out. Miss Fanny Weeks, the wife of P. Weeks. She died 1931, and she was 45 years old. She was a young woman. Miss Fanny Weeks, the wife of P. Weeks. Now, I got to find out I want to know how she died. She died at 45. That's a tad bit young. Now, we're going to look at this area before we go up in here. We're going to look at this area, and we're going to look at it from a good point of view. Yeah, because we got some faces. Or we got a face. So, these here, Ernest Gaines, PVT. Now, we got a lot of people that was in the war. These people love to fight. They love to fight now. And they love guns. Fanny Gaines, 1974, age 61. All right. Well, I don't know. Should we get a tombstone and a headstone? I just get a headstone. Because see this tombstone right here without no headstone, and we don't know who this person is. But they got a proper grave, though. Just like they next door neighbor. Look at that. All covered up. We don't even know who this is. So, you know, look at that. We don't know who these are. But they paid some money, though. Because they got concrete out here. They paid money for the concrete. Concrete ain't free. They paid money for it, but they ain't got no headstone. We don't know who they are. But you're here. And they sold. The weather looked like it done took it over. The weather done took it over. So I don't think we're going to ever know who they are. I don't think we're gonna ever know who they are, but we're gonna know who Miss Ida Davis is. Miss Ida Davis Williams. 1921, and she lived about what? 2002. She was a mother. It says now Miss Ida Davis Williams, right next to Totiro. There we go. Totiro Williams, 1981. 1981? That's young. To 1997. God, wait a minute. 81, 97, 16. Uh-oh. We got a teenager right here. We got a teenager. That don't look good. He was died before most of these people were born. Okay. Oh, I hear y'all. Coming up, look at that. They calling for me. They hear me. They hear me. I see y'all. Yeah, maybe I can do a little closer. They just looking at me, just staring at me. Just staring at me. I see y'all. Look at the big one now. Oh yeah, that's the daddy. I don't know which one on the mama, probably that brown one. But that big one, look like he eat everybody's food. Okay, yep. We out here at Finley Cemetery. Let me go on and get this thing back right. All right. Eugene Davis. Oh yeah, we in the Davis family over here. Rest in peace. Y'all couldn't give me nothing else with Eugene. Y'all could have gave me a birthday, the name. He was in the army, something. But you put him there though. But Eugene Davis, hey, that could be the daddy, the brother, the granddaddy. I don't know. All right, Miss Cora D. Johnson. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. These people on Find the Grave wanna see their family members' tombstone, and we're gonna show it to them. Cora D. Johnson. All right. Wait a minute. God, all these numbers. It's a lot of numbers, and I can't even tell when the lady was born and when she died. But she died in 79. She died in 79. Now, a lot of these, Finley, I'm gonna have to talk to Finley. Now, why would they cover her up? You put the flowers on the, not where we can't see the name of that's what's important. Now, I hope nothing ain't up under here. Good Lord. I hate picking stuff up like this, but they ain't got no name anyway. None of them got no name. But it's better than crosses. Somebody paid something for them, because it is not a cross. They paid something for them. Ain't nothing but brick here. So I don't know what these people did or where they come from. Look at that. Brick, just brick. It's a headstone. It just ain't got no eyes and ears and nose. We can't tell who they are. But over here, now wait a minute, I feel like I'm missing something. Like I done skipped over somebody. Did I do Miss Betty? I ain't do Miss Betty Davis. I don't remember Miss Betty Davis. Elizabeth Betty Davis. All right, November 15, 1925. So she was born during the silent generation. Yeah, she was born during the silent generation. I don't know if that kept them silent. I don't know how that thing worked. But the last name Davis, let me see if this man named Davis, because he was a Davis. He was in the military, and I know he stayed silent. I know he ran his mouth. Yeah, that's a Davis. That's her husband. Yeah, Merle Jacob Davis Sr. That's him. 1928, 2010. Yeah, she died 15. She died in 2015. Look at the golly. Now, I don't know how to straighten all this up. I don't know if I should. But I'm going to go on and do it anyway since I'm out here, just to make myself look good. Like I got some morals or something. Just to make myself look good, just in case the family. Now, I don't want to break nothing, because I'm recording and they'll know I did it. So we're going to sit you right here, but we got to do something for the weather. But, yeah. All right. Yeah, that one grave over there is full of water. It's full of water. I'm going to have to look at it again. Oh, boy, we got Jesus over here. Is this Jesus? No, this ain't Jesus. This is Merle J. Davis Jr. So we're in the Davis neighborhood. Look at all the Davises. Look at all the Davises. All right, let me see. 1956 to 2023. Now that ain't a long life either. These people must have heart disease. They must have died of heart attacks or something. They died at a young age. But look here. Harry Marcel Williams Jr. There we go. 1950 Hot Rod. Oh, that must have been a nickname. It's in quotation. 1956 to October 11, 2022. Now that's another one. They look like they died around the same time. 1956. And this one here was born in 19. Oh no, that was Miss Davis over here. Yeah. 1956. Now, both of these here were born the same time and they died a year apart, but they don't know each other though. They're in whole different families, and that's why we're here with Mr. Larry Vincent Williams Sr. Look at Mr. Larry Vincent. Mr. Larry had some money. He had, and he was one of them leaders people too. Look at that symbol. Now, I'm gonna look up this symbol and see what that means, but it looked like I seen that same thing on that movie. It wasn't Get Out. What that movie was? It wasn't Get Out. It was the other black movie. Us. That's the name of that movie. Us. 1958 to 2022. Now look at that. Did they die on the same day? No, they ain't died on the same day. They died a month apart. And they were probably his brothers too. 1958, he was born, and he was born in 1956, Mr. Hot Rod. These here was brothers, and they died a year apart. I wonder why. How that happened. And I think I done did all these right here. Yeah, I did. And Miss Fanny the one that got the water in her. I got to look at this again. Oh my God, that thing full of water. It's full of water. I wish I could have put something on it. But yeah, so we just gonna keep it moving. I think I did them over there. I had to. Yeah, I think I did everybody over in this area. So, all right. I'm telling you, we got more concrete out here, making it like a road or a sidewalk or something. No names or nothing, but they bodies. And they got them out here. I wonder how they put them out here. Who put them out here? But I'm doing a lot of walking because we ain't got to do a lot of stopping because nobody ain't got no names and stuff on them. Or the weather done got rid of them. Look at them. No headstones, no name, but this one right here, this one got something that might let us know who these are. I don't know. What in the heck is this? Don't tell me that's cow doodoo or horse doodoo. That's something. But I know darn well I ain't out here walking around with all this horse doodoo. What the heck is horse doodoo doing out here? Dang, and I wasn't even looking down. Let me check my shoes. Ain't nothing on that one. Ain't nothing on that. I got to start looking now. Look at that. They got horse doodoo everywhere. Or cow doodoo or something. Dang. Got me walking around here and cow doodoo and stuff over here in Finley Cemetery. Come on now. I know y'all a black cemetery, but y'all gonna have to upgrade. Y'all gonna have to do something. What this thing saying? Pennsylvania base unit. AF, so they was in World War II. Mr. Arthur Brown. Look how these people got y'all. Out here with horse doodoo. Rachel Baldwin. Vaughn. 1901 to 1987. The man lived about 86 years. And you ain't joined the war? Adele Vaughn. Jemison. 1930 to 2007. Now, a lot of our granddaddies and grandmas, they were born around the same time, 1930. Now, here we go. See, these man, they sinking. The people sinking. Look at that. Come on now. Who is this? Miss Juanita. What's your first name? I figured that Geraldine couldn't have been nothing else. Geraldine Lewis Solomon. Now, she done been married, I don't know how many times, probably twice, or probably more. She probably didn't like the third one. November the 9th, 1945 to 2021. Geraldine Juanita. There you go. All right, the family got me out here. They contacted me on Find the Grave. And if anybody have any family out here, or in Ocala or Marion County, just let me know and find the grave. And I'll do you some justice, and I'll come and look them up and show you how clean the area is. Manuel Lewis Jr., December 21st, 1947, July 15, 2014. Now, I don't know how long that is, but I ain't gonna do the calculation on that one. But that's Mr. Manuel Lewis Jr. Okay, I'm quite sure he had some brothers and everything. They probably jealous because he was the firstborn son. So I don't know why he wasn't in the military. Now this one right here, military. Now this was the brother that went to the military. Manuel Lewis didn't, even though he was the firstborn, but this one, he didn't go to the military. I mean, he went to the military. Now, he was one of them, you know, them brothers. Miss Lula Mae Hopkins Lewis. March 27, 1929, September 30th, 2015. All right, 1929 to 2015. Yeah, she about around my grandparents' age. She lived a good life. Yeah, she did. Look at that little old lizard. Look at you. I see you. Our loving father, Leroy Hopkins Sr. Now, they say loving father, and I guess this is a loving father's grave site. We want to love him a little bit more and put some better flowers up here, because these right here, the weather done got to it. I'm looking at the mold. I'm looking at the mold on it. So all I'm saying is, it says on the headstone, loving our loving father. The man gave love to you, so show him some love back. Now, who is this? Regina. And I hope I'm pronouncing the name right for y'all who contacted me and told me to come out here at Finley Cemetery. Now, I ain't good with spelling, but I got the picture for you, though. I got the picture for you, and I'm going to put it on Find the Grave. I will let you know as soon as I do. Regina Crow. Oh, man, I done knocked down the flower, and I ain't going to do that on video, because then people going to think I'm a bad person. Regina Crowell Hopkins, 1933 to 2020. All right. Oh, boy, look at me. I'm kneeling down and kneeling on one of the flowers with all that mold on it. Done touched my pants. It touched my pants. No headstone, but we're going to say, I can't, yeah, this the Hopkins. Yeah, this a Hopkins. That's a Hopkins right there. We didn't, but I don't know what Hopkins, though. We need to know what Hopkins this is. But I know it's a Hopkins because we got Jeffrey Neal Hopkins, born in 1976. So this man wasn't even 50 years old when he died. He died in 2021. Jeffrey Neal Hopkins, May 23rd, 1976, 2021. Now we're going to take a good look at the young man. There you go. They want you to know who he is and how he looked and everything, and that's exactly how he looked. That's why they put the pictures on the grave, on the tombstone. All right, now we got, oh man. Now it's not really that big, but it's big enough for a lot of grave sites with no headstones. Hinton Kinsler Sr. All right, so he was a 1923 to 1996. All right, Mr. Hinton. Yeah, we're gonna call you Chief. That was Chief. That's what they should have called you. Maurice Kinsler, 1934. Oh man, I got to be looking in this camera because I ain't looking at nothing. Good luck having nightmares. Oh, that's what he said to me. Okay. Maurice Kinsler, 1934, 1985. Maurice Kinsler, 1934. Yeah, that 85. All right. Now, that was a short life. Miss Sarah Kinsler. Oh, so we're in the Kinsler neighborhood. We over here with the Kinslers, and they was born, you got this one here, was born in 1904 to 1978. So we looking at a good 70-something years with Miss Sarah Kinsler. And right next door, oh man, somebody be white. Ollie be white, I don't know, but just in case. All right, now we got Miss Dovie Jean Cole here. Try to get a good picture of Miss Dover King. No, not Miss Dover King, Miss Dover Jean Cole. Miss Dover Jean Cole, Alpha, 1935 to the year 2000. Cellar Funeral Home had her body, and Cellar Funeral Home have a lot of bodies. They're in competition with what's his name? Minnie A. Johnson, 1903 to 1989. Golly, I got to do a little better than this. I need a new phone. James T. Johnson. James T. Johnson. I hope these people can see it. James T. Johnson, 1896 to 1990. 1896 to 1990. I wonder what you've been eating to keep you living so long. I don't think he was taking no vitamins, because everybody was taking vitamins and they still ain't live that long. Now this one here ain't got nothing, but it looked like he was in the military. In the military, oh, she's facing the west. He's facing the west, not the west. He's facing the west. Yeah, he is. J.P. Johnson, born March 15th. Wait a minute, March 15th, 1812. And that do say 1812. I ain't losing my mind. They say this man been out here since 1812, and that's not the reason why he's facing the west, when all the other headstones is facing the east. Everybody facing the east, but this man. And now just looking, now I see why I couldn't see no print on the other headstone, because they facing the west. But people don't face the west. They face the west for a certain reason. That means that they looking over the people. 1891 is when he died. 1891, he was born in 1812. Yeah. Let's see how this thing, what's the difference between these? Age 19 years, 9 months. They be putting the exact year and the months and the days and probably the time on some of them. Gone but not forgotten. I hope they ain't forgot about you, but they sure forgot about this headstone, because this thing need to be cleaned. This one facing the west as well. You tried to hide from me. And he in the military. Now the military police. Oh. Look at that. The trees throwing stuff at me. I guess this the spirits out here telling me to go. Nathaniel James, PVT. World War II, 1916. I think that's when he was born. I don't even know when World War II was. It got to be, because see, everything else is covered up, and this man here, they buried him and put it at the tree. They buried him at the tree. Now, they bought a plot, and this tree been here look like forever. They bought a plot, 1916. No, they planted that tree there when they put their headstone there. And now that tree done took over and is lifting up that headstone. Now, back here, we got some tarps. They got tarps on them. So that means they fresh. That means they may have a social media. That means we can look them up. Now, who you is, Mr. Benjamin Maxey Jr. Man, people texting me while y'all texting me. I'm busy. Benjamin Maxey Jr. They call him Benny. Nickname. Look at the picture. Look at Benny. Look at them teeth. Look at them teeth. Now, he wanted you to see them teeth because he's showing teeth in all of them. All his pictures, he showed teeth. Look at him. Look at that face. Just look at the face now. He's showing teeth. Sunrise, 1963 to 2022. 1963 to 2022, yeah. You about probably had a heart attack. But you got a tarp, though. You got a tarp. Miss Teresa Denise Summers. Let me get a little close up for her family. Teresa Denise Summers, 1961 to 2022. Oh, no. Y'all stop calling me. I'll get back with you. 2022 is when she passed. And I'm gonna just take a look at the picture. Look at her. I think that's her daughter looking just like her. Now, she loved this girl, whoever this girl is. What's going on with my phone? Whoever this girl is, what the heck going on with my phone? She loved that girl. This girl all on the tarp. Look at her. Oh, look at her. Now, she this the family lady. She got a mama right there. I think that's her mama. She got some more kids and stuff right here. You know, yeah. Now, I wonder how who all, yeah. I mean, nice tarts now. But that's Miss Teresa Dennis Summers, and the rest of the people don't have no headstone, so I don't know who it is, but we're gonna say that they are Summer. They're Summer or they're Maxie. So we just gonna keep it moving. I think, yeah, look at that. Now back there, now that's kind of weird. They got a lot of everybody over here in this neighborhood over here. And I'm about to drop my coffee. Everybody in this neighborhood over here. And I don't think we're gonna figure out who they are. But for those of you who asked me to find the grave on Find the Grave, I done found the graves and they ain't got no headstones on them. So I don't know who they are. C-word, Matthew, 1904 to 1978. Now this man born in 1904. At least he let us know who he is. But next to him, I'm gonna say that's probably his wife. But I ain't even gonna say that's his wife because, yeah, that's his wife. She wanted a bigger tombstone than him, so yeah, they paid more for her. But Tony Johnson, we got Tony Johnson here. And my God, boy, ooh, they going way back. Now, this cemetery here done went way back. Tony Johnson was born in 1884. And the man died in 1956. Well, if people into history, and the history of Marion County, and you want to know who built this place up, come out here to the Finley Cemetery, and you will find your answer. Mother Lugina James, 1880 to 1952. So this was probably the start of it. Now look at that. This one here is facing the west. It's facing the west. So no, it ain't facing the west. It ain't got no face. It ain't got no face. But we back here in the 1800s. I don't feel like I'm in the 1800s being back here, but we back here and it look like somebody got a name here and they got me all up on these trees and snakes and stuff. Be all on these trees. Mother, who is this? Lutetia? Now, who named somebody Lutetia back in the 1800s? Lutetia Jones? 1882 to 1946. What a name for the 1800s. So now we got family members and look at that. Now this crack too. Now I don't want to look in there. It's probably full of water. It's probably full of water. And I know nobody ain't gonna come out here and tend to this area right here because everybody probably dead. That's some cancer. Althea Miller Wright, 1917 to 1956. Yeah, it wasn't that many people that died apparently back then. Because this cemetery would have been full, but it ain't. Golly, how can I read this? Now, this backwards. This is real backwards here. Christina J. McCormick, 1905 to 1955. They go the rest of her headstone right there. Now, see, the weather be playing tricks on these people. And these people, they probably lived, their yard probably was clean and all that, but then they get in the ground and they put you in an area James R. Miller, can I get that good? Yeah, James R. Miller, U.S. Army, World War II, 1919, 1988, 1988. Okay, I was born then. Who we got here? We got, now this one lady on Find the Grave, this lady had done something about 20 people to look up out here. She wanted me to take pictures of the headstones of some people, and they was all back in the day. So this got to be the area. This got to be the area. She wanted me to look up. Deborah A. Miller, 1900 to, wait a minute. Now see, look how they made a mistake. They got 1900 for the born and they got 1895 for the death date, but I think they meant to put, yeah, the other way around. So, and if it's true, that means that person there was just 10 years old. But either way it go, got to be a child. I don't know how they did that. That's look at that side of the, is this thing full of water? Could I see, what could I see? I see a bunch of dirt. What else down there? I don't see no casket and I don't see no wood. I see some bricks holding up this here. Look at the bricks. The bricks holding up the tombstone here. So that's how they do it. They hold it up with bricks. All right. My. I'm in the 1800s over here. Did I do these? Man, somebody done dug a hole. I hope this person ain't dug his way up out of here. What that is? Oh boy. Let me look and see if this man done dug his way up out of here. Somebody living down there. Ooh, and they living down there. Look at them. They living down there. Look at this. Look at it. A tree growing out of the tombstone. Look at here. A tree growing out of that side of the tombstone. Now, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. But I am going to look up in here. Now, what's all... Man, when I tell you, they got groceries in here. Rope in here. Trash bags. Oh, shoot. What am I looking at? Look like soda cans, trash bags. We got rope. Look like they got some tools down there. Oh, my God. And the tree is growing up out of there. How did that happen? Who did it? How did that happen? And who is this? Maxie Burnett, 1910 to 1989. She got trees growing out of the tombstone. Now that's a first, and I'm glad I recorded it. Now, woo, what else am I gonna see out here? Well, what I am gonna see is that when the people put flowers down here for their family, they end up in the woods. They ended up in the woods. So we might need to put some glue on them. Look at that, got spiders. Look at all these spiders. Now, I don't do spiders now. I don't do the spiders. And they have me wondering, is they crawling up my leg? William H. James, 1921 to 2023. And Mr. William James is right here next to, I'm quite sure, could that be his wife? Now, he was born in 1921, and this one he was born in 8. This ain't the wife now. This may be the grandma or the mama. And I'm going to have to move this here. Mary M. James, 1898 to 1986. Now, Miss Mary didn't want to die. She kept living, and she lived a long time. They should have painted her tombstone gold. Now, her husband was in the military, and that's probably why she lived so long, because she had somebody to protect her when he was home. And I don't even know his name. But it looked like that's a military, and I don't want to touch it because the weather done beat it up, and it's full of mold. Now, who is this? Now, here we go. Now, that family, they love the military. These people love guns. Ulysses Jackson, PFC. Now, there we go with the PFC. Now, that's no, that ain't a private PFC. I'm going to shut my mouth because I don't know what I'm talking about. 1912 to 1968. Okay. What's going on over here? See, that's why this place look like this, cause yeah, we got the trees, and it don't look like now they cut them trees up. They cut them trees, but they left them right there. They left them right there. Now, we all know at certain cemeteries that wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't be going on. So I don't know why they doing that with Finley Cemetery. What's going on here? I got to check these things because they be having cracks and openings, and you know, I wonder what these things right here is. I wonder what they are. I was just wondering. It's a whole bunch on. It's a whole bunch on. Oh, I thought somebody was coming out here. Sound like I'm hearing things. In loving memory, Lillian James, May 27, 1928 to 2003. Now, that's a long time, Miss Lillian. Yeah, she didn't want to die either. Yeah, she was going to hold on to life as long as she could. 2003. At least she could have made it at least another year. We got something, look at that. We got some more to do. Now, we done already passed by these over here and done did these over here with the tarps. We got the young man that likes showing teeth, and we got the young lady that loved her family, especially her daughter and her mom, because they all over the pictures with her. So I know she did. Cynthia Griffin. All right, Miss Cynthia Griffin. Now, how long you live? December 1954 to 2021. Cynthia L. Griffin. Brown Funeral Home had her body, and the body next to her is Miss Leslie B. Brown, 1918 to 2017. Look at Miss Leslie. See, when you look at these people, you can tell how they live. This lady right here, she didn't play. She looked like she didn't play. She one of them aunties that when she look at you, you just stop. You already know you finna get your behind whooped. So you just start doing what you're doing. She looked like that auntie. Miss Leslie B. Brown. She didn't play. And very educated. Look at the pearls around her neck. See, that tells everything. When you look at the picture gonna tell everything. She got pearls around her neck. The lady was born in 1918, so that's got to tell you. She was like my grandma. She was a sophisticated lady. I bet you she bought clothes that you didn't need to iron. I bet she had clothes that you didn't have to iron. She got pearls around her neck. All right. Now, see, I think this is Danielle Hayes, 1896 to 1979. 1979. Okay, you look pretty good life. Now, we may be walking on a few people because a lot of these headstones and stuff out here, and tombstones, they don't have nothing on them, and some of them just got concrete, like sidewalk. Now, these must have came from the 1800s as well. But as we do know, they did have headstones in the 1800s because they back there. But these here, they don't have a headstone. But what they have, they got trees coming up at the tomb. Once again, they love a tree back in the days. Now, all right, I have to check and see what's between these trees and stuff. So we got another body here, and that tree done turned this here over. I wonder, did it turn? Could I see the casket up in there? It turned the whole thing over. Look at it. That tree root pulled the whole. Is the body in there? Is the body 6 feet down? That's what I'm wondering. Cause why buy this whole vault? This is a big old vault. So I don't know if the body is 6 feet in the ground or is the body in this here vault or this tombstone. But if that body was in there, that tree done lifted it up. Now, yeah, look at here. This is another. See, this is the problem with the trees. Now, I'm looking here. I'm scared to look in here, but I ain't scared to look in here. There's like a pipe in here. Boy, what else in here? Oh, Lord. What am I looking at? Okay, I see some dirt. Let me take off these glasses. Oh, look like I see a pamper. No, there ain't no pamper. Man, people be throwing all kind of stuff up in these. They putting their garbage in there and everything. Gee whiz. Gosh, now look at the baby. We got a baby over here. I'm just gonna assume it's a baby. And we're gonna say it's a baby from the 1800s because the letters and the numbers just done white completely off of this one. Or is she facing the west? No, she ain't facing the west. All right. Moving right along. Is this, we still in the 1800s? No, we ain't in the 1800s. We back up. Janie L. Jackson, 1933 to 2002. All right. Truly Miss. Okay. Somebody came out here for Miss Janie. Now this one right here. This one right here. We got Mr. and I'm gonna have to do it like this here. What they say? Roosevelt T. Washington, 1907 to 1978. 1978 was a good year. Now we got, I'm just trying to, all right. Y'all don't find the grave and y'all contacted me to come out here to Finley Cemetery because you live out of town and you want to see how the grave is kept up. I'm telling you, they got trees growing up out of them. You got to come on up out here. I know you ain't going to dig up the tree, but you might want to put a flower or two. Roosevelt Washington Jr. Wait a minute, didn't I just see his daddy somewhere? I thought I just said the name Roosevelt Washington Jr. 1929 to 2004. Got a nice little bug right there. Look at that bug. Where that bug at? Look at him crawling. A little blue and black bug. Look like a little ladybug, but it's blue and black. All right. Here we have Leroy Autry Sr. 1932 to 1997. 1932 to 1997. Oh man, the spider webs got me. They got me on my arm. Now, see, that's what I do. I take me some real flowers and I just plant them around. That way I ain't got to keep coming up out here checking. All right. Who is this? God, why I touch this thing and I'm going to eat after I leave here? Touching stuff. Dolores W. Edwards. 1935 to 19, look like 85 or 95. I'll find out when I get on Find the Grave. 1995. Somebody came out here and they tried to paint. They tried to paint to keep it up. But that person must have died. Look at the paint. Yeah. They tried to paint it. They painted it though. And it looked good when it was first done. Who we got here? Libra, I keep seeing the same names. Am I seeing things? Wait a minute. Leroy Autry and Leroy Autry. I know I ain't going crazy. Now, when his daddy died? 1997. And here come the junior, who died before his daddy in 1994. Picture that. We ain't supposed to bury our children, they say. This man buried his son. Kieron Tyrell Richardson, the son of Nikki Williams and Keela Richardson. Now, when I see a Keela, I'm thinking this is a young mother with that name Keela. Wait a minute. Yeah, hold up now. Now, see. Now, look at this. Check it out. Keela K.T. Richardson. September 5th, 2010. She was 2 pounds and 5 ounces. 28 weeks and 3 days at 2 pounds and 5 ounces. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you because I don't know what 2 pounds look like and 5 ounces at 28 weeks and 3 days. So I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just pause and just let it sit there for the 2 pounds and 5 ounces. 2 pounds and 5 ounces. That sounds like almost like 2 loaves of bread. Now this here, no headstone once again. No headstone. Shout out to all the people that said hello to me. I see you. I'm just keeping it moving. Because they ain't got no names and stuff on them. But they got concrete out here. So the people paid for concrete, but they didn't pay for the headstone. I'd have paid for the headstone and not the tombstone. I need the people to know who lived there. Now, is this the army or is this a baby? Now, see this right here? I don't want to get stuck. They got all these out here. And if I bag up and try to turn around, it might stick me in the booty. But Willie Sylvester Davis, golly. And he was a PVT. 1956 to 1977. I would have gave you some advice, Mr. Willie. Don't join the army and you would have lived longer. And that's all I got to say about that. I'd have probably went to Burger King or McDonald's instead of joining the army, because I'm 40-something years old and I sure didn't want to be like that at 20 years old. Just because I joined the army. The army that don't care about nobody. Got these people around here homeless, talking about they veterans. Can't even get benefits and stuff like that. All right, Barbara J. Harrell. 1933, like my granddaddy would say. 1933 to 1977. Again, 1977, that was the best year. That was God's gift year. And this right here, I don't know if this is black mold. It's black mold. I think I'm going to probably start me a business coming out to the cemeteries, pressure washing tombstones and stuff. Because they need it. They need some pressure washing. All right. We're going to do this here. Henrietta W. Harrell, 1913 to 1989. You know, I wonder what their mindset was, because it was very different from the way we live today. Back in 1913, they ain't even had no indoor bathrooms and stuff. Frankie L. Harrell, 1937. We got to move that because people on Find the Grave ain't going to be able to see it. And this place is not even on Find the Grave at all. It ain't on social media. I Googled it. Finley Cemetery. I tried to Google map myself and to come here, and this place is not on the cemetery. It ain't online. Mickey. Oh, Mickey. Frankie L. Harrell, 1937 to 2013. Mr. Frankie was something else. They called the Mickey. I wonder why they called the Mickey. Now, I forgot all about the horse doo-doo. All this horse, look at it, all this horse doo-doo. And why is it around certain tombstones? Look at the flowers. Yeah. So, you know, it appears to me that when people put flowers on tombstones and on headstones, they just leave them there and they don't come back and get them. They don't come back and get them. And that right there was a real flower. You should have planted that one in the ground. You should have planted. I wonder why the dirt is different. I wonder why when they bury people, they put that orange dirt. Is that the make the smell so it won't smell so bad out here or something other? Because I know this dirt is gray and black. I know it is. It's not. Yeah, this is that cemetery dirt. Gwendolyn. Come on, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn Dolores Harrell Williams, 1950 to 2021. All right, Gwendolyn Dolores Harrell Williams, 19. Yeah, okay, forever not her. Yeah, they did something with her. Look at her. And then they got the entrance way. See, I walked right on up in there because they got the little gate. They got the gate right. Look at that. They had palm trees. Yeah, they did this. They had palm trees. They got palm trees. These done died because of the cold. And this is what we're in February of 2026. They're gonna come back in the spring. They'll bounce back, but it's gonna look nice. They got palm trees and roses. And roses. Look at that. See, that's what I'm talking about. You got to plant some real stuff. You're gonna send some flowers, plant some real stuff. Listen, what are you doing? Who said that to me? They got some real stuff out here. That's how you do it. That's how we do it. See, because all them other flowers, they're going to blow, and they're going to blow right over there in the woods, like all the rest of them. So you got to put some real flowers and trees, and you got to plant them. But you got to make sure you don't plant them inside of the tombstone. Oh, I ain't been looking for that horse doodle. I hope I ain't, let me check my shoes again. They got all these horse doodle out here at Finley. And spider webs. Now, Boyd Smith. We got Miss Sharon Boyd Smith. Wait a minute, let me put my glasses on. Oh, wait a minute now. Miss Sharon she had to be a mother of a lot of them. Let me say that, my turn. This look like her children. We're going to just get a closer look. Look at the little girl there. Got a little girl. And I think that right there is Miss Sharon. They got to be a little pretty little daughters with the little dimples. Got a little sons going on in the background. Look like they all in competition with each other. Look at them. Nice looking young guys. And got beautiful smile and showing their teeth in the middle. And damn, there her go. There her go. Put it like that with the family. Sharon Boyd Smith, 1963 to 2020. Yeah, a lot of people was hurt when she had done passed away. Oh, wait a minute. Look at her. We got more. Oh, they showed out with Miss Sharon. They showed out with, look at, they showing out big time. In loving memory. Can you see it? 1963 to 2020. So we got some better pictures here. So we're going to have to take a look at these pictures. Yeah, some of these people that live in Ocala may know these folks, and I know they do, but there you go. Look at her. Look at her. See, that's what I like. I think everybody, we need to start putting pictures and stuff up. Put the pictures up so we can have a glimpse of who we looking at. Because, see, them headstones with just the names and the dates, and that ain't giving us nothing. It ain't giving us nothing. We need picture. Picture gonna tell everything. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Where I'm at. Did we get? I think we got Mr. Harry Leon Hopkins, but just in case we didn't, we're just gonna put that camera on. Oh no, we ain't get over here. No, we ain't get over here because we got a headstone. I don't know, but I'm up for it though. I'm over there. Alpine V. Who is this? Look at that. Sellers Funeral Home. Boy, Sellers Funeral Home be making some money off these folks. They ain't gonna never go out of business. Sellers Funeral Home, 1929 to 2020. And this is Alpine V Games. Alpine V Games. See, and of course we got the people that paid for a tombstone and not a headstone. Look at this here. What's in here? Oh, look at the Walls. Now, Walls had to come here when I got here. I deal with them enough at the house. Oh, boy, what's this? What am I looking at? Wait a minute. This is something else is in here. You know what? And I'm not lying. I'm gonna have to do a pull-up. It ain't nobody in here, and there's not a casket in here. They got like barrels in here. It's barrels. They got barrels in here, not casket, barrel. Look at it. Let me see if I can pull this thing up or take it from another angle. They got big barrels in here. Boy. Look at that. Y'all can't see it. God, I wish I could put the light on or something. God, can I clean this out and show something? I don't want to dip my hand in there. It ain't even a body in there. It's not a body in there. They got two big, it look like the barrels that you burn your garbage in. But they're not barrels. They're not made like barrels. They made of steel. It's made of steel. Metal. Yeah, this made of steel in here. But it ain't no body in here. And who they saying body in here? Who they lying on? Who is they lying on? Mr. Samuel Hopkins. All right, Samuel Hopkins, I'm gonna need the family members of Samuel Hopkins to come out here and do some investigation because Samuel ain't here. He ain't there. I don't know what they did with Samuel. They probably cloned that man. That man probably around here walking around. Who is this? Yeah, the weather done got to it. The weather done got to you. And I don't even think you had a name on you from the start. They put a cross there. Now, what's the point? What's the point of a cross with no name on it? And this one here is facing the west. It's facing the west when all the rest of the headstones are facing the east. Miss, golly, I thought it said Miss Dodash. But no, Miss Dosha Hopkins, 1971 is when she passed. She was born in 1905. 1971, and it looked like her headstone is written in pencil. All right. We are about to, yeah, we did them. We are going over here to the southwest. We're going over here to the southwest. Now that's the entrance right there, that long entrance right there, that driveway I had to drive down here is back up in here. And way in the back here, a cemetery that's not on social, is not online. You can't even Google this cemetery. Finley Cemetery is not online. I'm telling you, Google it. You ain't gonna see it. Ocala, Florida, Marion County. These cemeteries are not online. But you can find it on Find a Grave. You'll find some names there. And you'll find a lot of people requesting that I come out here and take pictures for them and show them they loved one grave. Naomi Cassie Honor, 1945 to 2025. And Settlers Funeral Home once again had that body. Who is this right here? Did I look in that other one? Yeah, I looked in the other one. What that say? Oris. I'm gonna say Hopkins. But then they got that. No, Stockington. Who is this? Luvinia Honor, 1903 to 1975. Yeah, 70-something years old. She died probably of a stroke. She lived a long life. Daughter, Lily Mae Honor. All these honors, I'm out here around the honors. 1927 to 1965. Miss Lily Mae Honor. Boy, I got all these walls around here. They want to attack me. Look at that, we got chairs out here. Somebody been sitting out here. And they come out here and they enjoy the family, being around the family. They probably be lonely. So when they get lonely, they come out here and be around the one that they loved, who is now not with them. They love that person. Whoever that is, they bought a chair and they left it there just to be out here during the times of loneliness. Geneva Honor Sams, 1931 to 2024. She just passed away. She just passed away. She held on this long. And she next to Naomi Cassie Honor, which would probably be, would that be sister? She was born in 1945. That may be the youngest sister. Naomi, it's her older sister. They were born in 1931 because Naomi was born in 1945. And we got Miss Annie Salem. And then we got William Honor there. So what I'm thinking, Miss Annie Salem, this probably was their stepmama. This probably was their stepmama. Dad had them probably got remarried. She was born in 1905 to 1974. She lived a good 70 years. And her man, who was in the military, Mr. William Honor, Florida, PFC, private something, I don't know, PFC 3959, I guess that's the code, OM Truck Company. What am I reading? Is this the military? Is this a truck company? Okay, World War II, 1923 to 1967. We got a family here that ain't playing it with these people. They put a fence around the grave. So when people put a fence around their property, What they're telling you. George Honor, 18, and George, you should have been way in the back over there where all the 1800s at, way in the back there past the little woods back there. But they got Mr. George Honor right here, 1896 to 1972. That's why you ain't way back there in the woods, because you didn't die in the 1800s. You were born in the 1800s by probably somebody back there. But they got you way on up here. He started his own family. Look at the honor. Now, these are honors now. This is the Honor family with the fence around it. But see, they left out the rest of the family. They left out the rest of the honors. Because we got honors all around here. But these are in a fence. They separated themselves for a reason. Or could already, no, they wasn't children. Now, why would you put toys on a grown man that was about 60 some years old? Tombstone. May Francis honor justice. May Francis honor justice. 1937 to 2025. May. Oh, May. May. I think she loved this family. This family, because see, it looked like May married again to a justice man. But she over here buried in the Honor family because she loved this family. That's why she buried over here. That's why she buried over here. Whoever that husband was, that Honor man, she loved that man. Because she buried over here in his family. And that lady had them remarried and got married and the name changed and everything changed. But she kept her site. Or did they pay for? They probably paid. See, the man probably paid for her grave site when he was with her. She got a grave site paid when she was with the man. See, that's how you do it. Okay, now the ones in this fence, we got Willie Honor Dr. Bill. Now tell me this was a doctor. He better be a preacher, not a doctor. Tell me this was a doctor. Because see, with this doctor title, you can be preacher, medical, anybody can be a doctor, a author. Like, we need to be more specific when we titling these people. 1940 to 2017. Sammy Betty Honor. 1939 to 2015. So 2015, that's 2017, 1939. Yeah, yeah, she married that man right there. Miss Sammy Betty married Willie Honor. I'm willing to bet a quarter that was a marriage right there. May Rose Honor. May Rose Honor now. With May Rose, because see, we doing Find the Grave. We out here taking pictures for Find the Grave. Let me do it like this here. And the people done requested. But we got to move. We got to move all of this. Yeah. Yeah, y'all got to go for the moment. Now, let's do it. We got May Rose Honor, August 30th, 1909, February 18, 2009. And I'm going to do it like this here for Find the Grave so I can have multiple pictures. Multiple pictures of it. There we go. And Brown Funeral Home had May Rose Honor. So if you want to see a little bit about Miss Rose Honor's life according to her family, look her up at Brown's Funeral Home and let the family tell you how she lived her life. Sam Honor Jr. Sam Honor. Did I see that name, Sam, again? I got to tie my shoes. I got to tie my shoes. So what I'm going to do, put y'all down for just a second because I don't want to trip out here. And I'm walking on my shoestrings. So I got to tie my shoes. All right. Back to it. Now. All right. Let me get up out of that territory. We done walked inside of the fence. Where the Honor, well, see, look, the Honor family done took up this whole area. This whole area full of honors. All of them got buried out here. Cecilia C. Honor, 1912 to 1980. See, these people, they enter the family name. So all of them gonna get buried in the same spot, at the same funeral home. No matter where they at, they can be way in Georgia somewhere. They're gonna come back. They're gonna come back and get buried here. This place, Finley Cemetery, is special to them. John Jermaine Christopher Sr., 1980 Hey, to 2022. The man 1980 to 2022. John Jermaine Christopher Sr. Okay. Okay. I don't know how he died, but he died at such a young age, and the man is right here next to another man who died. Now, you know what? Wait a minute. Okay, so Chance DeMonte Bradley. Now, he passed, and we're going to take a look at him in 2022. This young man passed in 2022. I don't know if they know each other. And this one was born in 1980, and this one was born in 1988. The one born in 1988, Mr. Chance DeMonte Bradley. There you go. Look at him. Look at them teeth. Look at that. He looking serious too. You know what? He look just like who that is, Jay-Z. He look just like Jay-Z on that picture. And guess what we found? We found this. This here is grad night. But don't think that I'm gonna steal it and take it home, because I ain't taking that from no cemetery home. So I don't want it. I only want it in my car. And got a bracelet here. I don't know what all this here mean, but I don't want the wind to blow it away. It might. Oh, wait a minute now. But see, we ain't even look at the third picture, but y'all ain't gonna be able to see the third picture. But he just wants y'all to know that he was into social media. There it is. He wanted you to know he loved a phone, an iPhone. And this look like, look at here. Oh yeah, we got to show it all now, cause they got faith. Look at that, Daddy. I hope you hear me. You is the best. Long live iron. There it is. Now we're gonna do a close up. But I don't know if that's him. I don't know if that's him. If this is another grave right here. And I don't think it's another grave. I think it's him. But when I look at that picture right there, and I look at that picture right there, and I look at that picture right there, I don't think that look like that picture right there or that picture right there. I don't know. This guy here, he's a little darker on this picture. He's more light-skinned, red, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, on his other pictures, it could be the same person. I don't know. Maybe they got something online showing different pictures of them, but I'll find out. All right. Keeping it moving. Margaret Ann Moore, you were forever in our... Oh, see, she got a fence around. See, when they put that fence around, I don't know. That might mean stay the hell up out of here. I don't know. So I'm going to stay the hell up out of there. But I got to get the picture. There you go. 1963 to 2021. She's over here by the Honor family. And we got Johnny Johnson. I got to make sure I get everybody, because the people, they asking for the... I want to make sure I got everybody that's requested on my Find a Grave request. Johnny M. Johnson, 1908 to 1990. That mean that man lived by 80-something years old. I wonder how you did it. Who is this? See, we got flowers out here. Then we got... Could I get the name? This person was... They died in 1983, born in 1902, Miss Susie. And all they got is a first name, Susie. I ain't never seen nothing like that. This is a little interesting little grave right here. Okay, this one here is broke. See, that's why I don't think that it's good to do the little tombstones on the top, because the weather getting them, and they cracking, and people can see in there. I don't like Booker T. Honor, 1912 to 1972. Okay, and they got a tree right there. That tree might end up lifting this up. That's why it's cracked. You can't plant your trees. You can't plant the bodies by the trees, because they gonna dig them up. They love these palm trees out here. They love them. Okay, well now we got Mother Leela. Honor, 1884 to 1951. Okay. Okay, Mother Lila. Ooh, we got some names over there. We got some names. What's this here? Mary McLeod. I hope I'm saying that right. Mary McLeod. And I'm going to just say, just so I can make sure it's her, when I look her up, what they say, 1950 and 1950. So as long as I see something, then I can look her up, know that that's the right lady. Okay. Over here, we need some pressure washing done. It's got to be pressure wash. We got to come out here with the pressure washers. All you pressure washer workers out there, come out here to Finley Cemetery. They need some pressure washing. Jesse M. Ferguson, 1929 to 1965. We got somebody right here, the little baby facing the west and not the east like everybody else. Clifford, he was in the military. Clifford Ferguson, U.S. Army, Korea, 1929 to 1991. Now, he was in the Korea. What's the Korea after the World War I or World War II? I don't know what came first, the goose or the egg. What's this? They ain't got no name on it, but it was a little baby. And she's probably part of the Honor family. Look at these over here. Now, see, there we go. We got some bricks right here. That's somebody. That's somebody. Maybe some babies, I don't know, but it's somebody. And they probably didn't have no money back in them days, I don't know. It's for a headstone, but see, these people out here from the 1800s and stuff, and they got headstones and all that kind of stuff. Some people had some money. That's why that lady had them pearls around her neck. Rosa Honor Rutledge. Here we go, 1905 to 1964. Miss Rosa Honor Rutledge. She giving me like some light-skinned vibes, like she was a light-skinned woman, probably short. She probably was short. She probably had a good job. Yeah, she gave me short, bright-skinned lady with good hair. She got that Indian hair. All right. What vibe am I getting from James that was in the Vietnam? And he died in 1990. And the man was born in 1942. And he was in the U.S. Air Force, Mr. James Rutledge. Delilah Rutledge Ingram. Okay, and here we go, another one. Delilah. Okay, wait a minute. It's 1932 to 1992 when he was born. Okay, so he's older than this one right here. She's older than him. So, and she's what, 10, not even 10, yeah, 10 years apart. So, that's the big sister. Big sister right there. She probably was the oldest now. Who is this here? All right. Lula M. Rutledge Green. Okay, she must have married a Green. 1937 to 1993. Look at the headstone here. This is interesting. The headstone, they just came from their house and they bought some bricks out here. And they made their own little headstone. They could have drawn on them and put the name and stuff on it, but they bought them from the house. They was laying up under the trailer, holding the trailer up, and they bought it out here and they made it into a headstone. And they put some flowers right there. They need to put some new flowers right there. And they call themselves building. They call it. Look, they built. What is this? Look at that. You got the wood going on. These people, they was being fancy. And check it out. They even got this right here with the wood in it, but look how it is though. It's built, they got the wood built into it. Somebody did something like, cause you can see the little, this here, that's separate from the tombstone. And it looked like they was trying to shape it into an eye. What that I stand for, I don't know. Because I ain't seen nobody last name with I. But the wood, look at the wood. They got wood all over here. They got wood all over here. Wood all over there. Oh, wait a minute. They got wood right here. I don't know. Maybe they was trying to build something around here too. It might be some kin. Okay. We should have been calling them the Woodlands. Franklin L. Shandler. Franklin L. Shandler. 1956 to 2003. 1956 to 2003. Franklin Shandler. Who got that body? Chestnut Funeral Home have these bodies over here. No, this ain't the Honor family. That's why they went to Chestnut. Bessie Coleman, July 1930 to 2014. What happened in 2014? Bessie Coleman died. Okay, right here. Our guardian angel, just let you see what I'm looking at when I'm walking. What did I say? Tinchy. Tinchy. What kind of name is Tinchy? And Tinchy, did we come and do Tinchy? 1963 to 2021, Margaret Ann Moore. 1963 to 2021. So, I think we did, and so her nickname is Tinchy. They got Tinchy on the back. I ain't even see that when I looked at her the first time. Now look at this headstone. This headstone right here, not headstone, it's tombstone. Oh, look pretty clean. Marilyn Everett, Sellers body. Sellers funeral home had the lady body, and they put her out here. Who are we missing? Now we got all these fence out here. Everybody building fence out here. I guess that's telling us that they don't want us up close on them like that. So, but they got flowers that they need to come out here and, you know, refurbish these flowers and put some new ones on them. This is Mr. Ricky. Let me get over here. Mr. Ricky L. Rutledge, okay, 1959 and 2021. Now, he didn't live a long time, but he lived long enough, though. He wasn't a teenager. Now, it kind of looked like it kind of covered a lot of everybody. I'm going to make sure. Barbara E. Shandler, I think we got Miss Barbara, 1959. Yeah, I think we got Miss Barbara. Freddie Lee Honor, I don't know if we did him yet, 1947 to 2005, but to his family, Mr. Honor family, there you go. You got it. Larry Honor, is that Freddie Honor brother, 1947. He was born 1948. They brothers. That's Freddie brother. See, but Larry died in 1998. And homeboy, his brother, Freddie, he died in 2005. And this right here, this tombstone looked like it had done died and sunk. This tombstone did. The weather got it. And this is Mr. Willie Lee Honor Jr. He died in 1985. So we had Willie die first, then Larry died, then Freddie died, the other brother. I wonder that their mama and dad have a lot of children. It seems like it's a big family. These people right here must have had like 10 kids apiece. This is a big old family. Katie Honor Ferguson. Katie, 1903 to 1962. Now, when I see a name like Katie, I think of a white woman. Is that Katie? That's Katie. I think of a white lady with that name. I would have never put that with somebody black, but maybe she was named after her best friend back then, which was a little white girl. Mary McLeod, we did these here. We did everybody, but I don't think we did these up in here, and then we gonna go. Cause I got is this a grape? Somebody growing grapes out here? Is that a grapevine? They growing grapes out here. Now, by the time I come back, I can probably eat me some grapes. Who is this? DJ Brown Funeral Home, but I don't have a name, so I guess DJ Brown just wanted us to know, holler at your boy if you need me. But this place out here, where's that? There ain't no snake. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I made some good. Ooh, damn. Made some good money coming out here pressure washing these tombstones. James Reddy Jr., 1947 to 2024. James Reddy Jr. Do we have some more Reddys out here? No more Reddys out here. So why did he come out here? Where the Reddy family? I don't see no more Reddy family. But he out here though. I wonder why. Where's your family at? Okay, somebody been out here recently. So they've been keeping up Miss Rosella Mitchell Spencer. She was born in 1920 and she died in 2021. So that had to tell you a lot of people love this old lady. This lady right here, she was loved by a lot of people. When I'm talking about the generations and the generations that done came and kept putting flowers out here, look how fresh these flowers is. That's when you... Now, what's this? What in the heck is, what they out here feeding? What the heck? Oh, these are rocks. Those are rocks. Okay, so I guess I don't know why I touched that and put my fingerprints on it. But look at them flowers though. Look at them flowers. They fresh. They fresh. And this lady was born in 1920. She was an old lady. So they come to show you that people love this lady. She kept it real. I'm just gonna say the lady kept it real. And who is this man here? Clifford Spencer. U.S. Navy, World War II, 1919. He was born in 2013. He died, loving husband, father, and grandfather. So that must, and he was born in 1919. She was born in 1920. Yep, that's her husband. Now, her husband died in 2013. She died in 2021. She outlived the man, and she didn't get with another man because she's buried right next to him because she loved him. Acacia Mycela. What did I say? Tanisha Peak. Now this got to be somebody. Yo, I knew it was somebody. Oh yeah, this somebody, y'all. Look at her. Yeah. This little baby. This little. See, look at the other graves just to show you. This little baby. You see the length of her, and you see the length of the other graves. Yeah. The length of her. And the length of the other graves. This is a little baby. And she was nothing but, she didn't even live to be 1 year old. I'm gonna have to move the flower so we can get a good picture. Well, she was just 1 year old and she in her purple casket. This is a purple casket. If you can't see the color, it's a purple casket. And yeah, she put that purple rain on it. The name, Acacia Mycela Tanisha Peak. 2005 to 2006. March 13, 2005 to August 7, 2006. So the baby only lived a year or so. I bet that was so tragic when she passed away to have a mother bury her baby like that. But they got some fresh flowers. Look at the flowers. They're keeping up the flowers. Y'all might need to come out here and paint this over. Pressure wash it first. Go and get that black stuff off of there, that mold and all that out there, and go and paint this thing with some purple and glitter for the baby. All right, Clifford Nathaniel Spencer, U.S. Navy. I don't know if I'm close enough or not, but what is the rocks doing over here? Now, see, the rocks are way on over there, but they landed way on over here in a cup at that. You see the cup? Oh, you know what? That is for the flowers. Silly me. I wasn't thinking. But it's for the flowers. So I'm gonna act like I'm civilized and got some morals, and I'm gonna put the flowers right there, and I'll put you back in a minute after I take a picture of the headstone. Clifford Nathaniel Spencer, U.S. Navy, Parisian Gulf, 1962 to 2001. The man didn't live long, and I wondered he stayed in the Navy until he died or what. But he didn't stay long. But the Navy need to come out here and pressure wash. That's what the Navy need to do. Keep up these peoples. And we're gonna put you back. But the military need to come out here and do something about this when it come down to the people that done fought for the gang. Pressure wash. We need to be pressure washed. John Fields, U.S. Army. See, all these people out here love guns. These people love guns now. They joined the military. And so, to stay out of prison for killing somebody, you just join the military. John Fields, U.S. Army, October the 31st, 1920. He was born and he died in 1993. So the man lived about 60-something, 70-something years. All right. Now, not even the least, but Walter Harris. Now, they got Walter up here, Harris Sr. down there, 1930 to 1998. That's either 1930 or 1936. I know when I look them up. I know when I look them up. All right. Now we got another need to be pressure washed. The military headstone for Charles Honor P.F.C. Private First Class, U.S. Army, World War II, 1917. He was born and he died in 1999. You know, the year they told us that the world was going to end the next year. They said in 1999, I think I was a teenager, and they was like, the world's going to end next year in 2020. Watch, the world didn't end. The world ended as the way it was because the internet came out, and everybody started the next year on the internet. But the world didn't end. We just got worse. Need to be pressure washed. No name, no name, no name, no name. But this is how the military is going to treat you. They're going to sit you out here and they ain't going to tend to you no more, and your headstone ain't going to be pressure washed, and then nobody ain't going to be able to read it. But we can read this one. It's Anson, A-N-S-O-N, Anson Howell, P.F.C. P.F.C. is private first class. It's I don't know if that's the ones that clean the bathrooms and wash the dishes and stuff like that, but it's kind of low, you know, like a trainee or somebody. But I wouldn't like that PFC on my headstone, because I don't want nobody knowing I was that low in the military. 1918 and 1989. 1989, what I was doing in 1989. Oh, that was a bad year. We ain't gonna remember that one. And it was a bad year for his family too, you know, because he passed away. Another one bites the dust. All right. I done did everybody, I think. But now, when he died again, Mr. Ivan Demetrius Starks, there you go. There you go. See him? That's him. Yeah. Puna. That's what they call him, Puna. Where you get that name from? How they gave you that name, Puna? He died when? What day he died? He died in 2025, May 22nd, 2025, January. Yeah. And the man was married. He was married now. He did get married. Now, we're going to give him that, because he got married. We're going to give him that. But since we out here and I got a little time, all right, y'all, we're going to have to stop putting the real flowers out here. And we got to start putting some fake flowers out here. Y'all come out here and wash the flowers too if you want to. You know, just come out here like every 6 months and just wash the flowers. You know, they fake anyway. You know, just to keep them up. You ain't got to keep spending money. Just wash them. In loving memory, Jimmy Lee Starks, 1953 to 2009. Now, somebody was buried here, and it looked like they had a whole bunch of... See, this is why you don't plant people and trees together. Because, see, it broke up. It broke up the casket and the tombstone and everything. You know the casket down there broke up. It got to be. And it looked like this is two plots. There's two plots, and they had trees all over the place. And now broke up the tombstone, and looked like the headstone. And yeah, we got to stop planting trees and people together. We can't do that no more. I don't remember coming over here with the orange and purple, because I'd have said something. So I don't even think I did these over here. But I wonder what's inside of those. Are those people 6 feet under, or are they on top of the ground inside of this here thing right here? And is it full of water? That's what I want to know. Now this thing say welcome. I don't like that word welcome. Like somebody saying come into my well, welcome. Now what we got here, Miss Melissa Smothers. I don't remember that name, Melissa Smothers. 1916 to 2020. And Summers Funeral Home had her body. Summers Funeral Home, Sellers Funeral Home, Brown's Funeral Home. They made a good penny out here. They made a good penny out here. Minister, you say Minister Ralph Casey Jr., 1942 to 2024. Husband, minister, beloved father. Yeah. Look at that. They got that purple and gold going. That's them central colors, the Cobra colors, them central colors, them high school colors. Orange and purple. Might be a wedding couple color too. I don't know. You know what? I don't remember doing this gold casket over here. Did I go in this area? I don't remember. Lillian Gaines. I think I got you, Lillian Gaines, 1923 to 1993. So on the dot, you was how old? You was one of them zeros. Yeah, you was 70 years old. You one of them zeros. Oh, wait a minute. No. I ain't do this area. I know I ain't do this. No, because we got a face. No, I ain't do this area. I don't remember no Cowboy Legend. Cowboy Legend. I'm going to have to move some things. Cowboy Legend. Look at Cowboy. Check him out. Look at how he look. Now, do he look like a cowboy to you? What kind of cowboy do he look like? Just because he got on a hat, they make him and a plaid shirt with a t-shirt, they make him a cowboy. What makes you a cowboy? He don't look like no cowboy to me. He look like that man that your grandma, you know, she was dating after her husband died. Yeah, that's what he looked like. And he was a nice man, you know, he'll buy you anything, you know, do some good, you know, he was one of them kind of men look like, I don't know. But hopefully not. Hoping he was a married man. Moten Hopkins Sr., 1938 to 2022. Now he's one of them Hopkins. But what he ain't is a cowboy. I don't see cowboy. I see grandma boyfriend. I don't see cowboy. Okay. Yeah, we need some pressure washing. We need some pressure washing. Evelyn L. Scott. Can't miss Evelyn. I don't think I came over here and visited this Miss Evelyn Scott, 1948 to 2015. 1948 to 2015. That's pretty good life. Got nothing bad to say about it. But Miss Evelyn Scott, she sounds like she's from the islands. Miss Evelyn. Like she's from one of them islands or somewhere. But check it out. Look at it. It's gold. Look at it. Look at it. Got the symbols on it. Check out the symbol now. I don't want you to miss the symbol now. I don't know what the symbols mean, but you might know what they mean. Look at it. Check out the symbols. I'm going to get close so you can see this symbol, because I want you to look at it. Somebody going to tell me what the symbols are. But this right here is facing the west. Roger Hopkins, 1900 to 1989. Now, when the headstones are facing the west and not the east like everybody else's, that means that they overseeing the place. Just like this one. That's why she in gold, because she's an overseer. Margaret H. Johnson, 1944 to 2014. 1944 to 2014. How many years that is? I don't know, but it seemed like, yeah, she was an older lady and she lived a long time. And I don't know if this is representing an angel or Mary, the Mother Mary, or what. But I'm assuming that's going to be the Mother Mary. So I'm assuming she's just an overseer. She probably was a pastor or the first lady or the mother of the church. She was something because she's facing the west. Just like Helen H. Smith. That's why I ain't see her. Because she's facing the west. Helen H. Smith, December 24th, 1935 to 1995. Let me see if you got some. See, they faced her already. They faced the headstone. I'm not gonna say the wrong way because that's probably done on purpose now. Like I say, that's done for a reason. You can look it up. Why headstones face the west and not the east like all the rest of them. And it'll tell you. Yeah, but they did got it, because see, when you facing the east, you waiting on the Savior to come back and get the people. And the Savior's supposed to come from the east, supposed to rise from the east. And everybody's supposed to see the Savior when the Savior comes from the east. Alexander Smith Sr., February 29, 1930 to 2011. I'm going to say you lived a long life. I probably would have liked to live a little longer. But if this was us, if they had somebody right here, I know something. And they planted that tree right there. Just like they've been doing to a lot of these people out here. You can't plant people and trees in the same spot, because we're going to be able to see inside their casket, they tombstone in a few years when them roots start pulling up that tombstone. Now, I think I'm going to go down this hill road and I'm going to be done. I'm going to be done because I passed them. I passed them by. Yeah, see, they got a lot, look at that. They look like sidewalks. Wait a minute. Do it got any writing on? They ain't got no writing on. See, they look like little sidewalks out here. They ain't got no, they paid for the concrete. See, just like over there, they paid for the concrete. But that was about it. Just for some concrete. I'd have bought a headstone. This here, tombstone. Now this may be, oh man, I'm over here in the doo-doo area. Dang. Look at that. The horse doo-doo. Look at that. I forgot. That's why I ain't come over here. Now I gotta check my shoes again. Nothing. I keep forgetting about that. They got a lot of horse doo-doo out here. What is horses doing? I don't know what kind of animal, but that's a big old, that was a big booty that came out of. That was a big booty. So it must have been a cow or a bull or something. But it's a lot of them. I don't know how they get over here though, but they got the cows over there across the fence right there. And we done visited them already. Arthur Brown. Yeah, Arthur. I got you. Yeah, I've been over here already. Yep. Adele Vaughn. Yep, Jemison. Got you. Yep, I remember you. And Mr. Man here with the face. Got his hand showing in the picture. Why that hand in that picture, I don't know. Maybe he wanted y'all to see that he got this nice ring. He got the watch on. He got the jewelry on. That's why that hand in that picture. He ain't got no golds in his mouth. But if he'd have kept living, probably would have had a gold. I don't know, because he loved a jewelry. Jeffrey Neal Hopkins, 1976, yeah, to 2021. So that man in 2021, this man was what, about 40? He had to be in his early 40s or something when he had them passed. But I don't know if we got Manuel Lewis. I just want to make sure I got everybody, because we out of here. Manuel Lewis, STMI. USNR. Now I don't know what them codes are. But I'll find out. Leroy Hopkins Sr., July the 7th. Now this man, the same month that they done throwed this man a party. They throwed the man a party on July the 7th, and the man died 10 days later. The man died 10 days later after his birthday. But from 1932 to 2018, that was a pretty long time. He lived. Yeah, I think we got everybody now. Now it's winding down time. Now, Isabella Hopkins Davis, just in case I don't have her. Isabella Hopkins Davis, January 19, 1886 to August 18, 1966. Okay. 18 and 1966. Oh boy, I don't know how old she was. Miss Gladys Jane. Now who did that? Look how they got, look how the tombstone shifted. Look how the tombstone shifted. I'm gonna have to stand back so you can see how the tombstone, look at it. Now you look at all the rest on, they're in a straight line, but she shifted. Look at how she shifted. I'm gonna get back here. I got to see that. Look how she shifted. Now, who did that? How did that happen? As heavy as that tombstone is, how did it shift? See, we got some unanswered questions going on out here. All right, y'all gonna have to start texting me. We got some unanswered questions going on out here at Finley Cemetery, because we got tombstones with trees growing up out of them. We got tombstones broken up because of the trees. We got tombstones that's slanted. We got tombstones that's full of water. We got a lot of need to be done out here at Finley Cemetery. I don't know if I got them, but before we go, James T. Johnson, 1896 to 1990. And then we got Minnie A. Johnson, 1903 to 1989. I think I got everybody, and the show is about to be over. Yeah, we did her. We did her already. So, all right, y'all. The show is over. We did everybody. We saw everything. And I'm gonna have to bring some people that come out here to, people that come visit me. I'm gonna have to take them out here to the cemetery and show them how interesting Finley Cemetery is. We love a cemetery around here. It reminds us, look at the black butterfly. Look at him. Look at him. I see you. Uh-huh. And he didn't even move from me either. Someone always take the artificial flowers. I leave. That's pathetic, somebody said. Nice of you to clean it. Okay. Thank you for your services. Oh, they're saying thank me for my services. I didn't know I was in the military. But, okay. So, I'm going to do something for myself. And just walk around. Just walk around. Oh, God, I ain't even realized how beautiful they had done painted this. I didn't even realize it. Look at that. And that's a little nice little color, too. That's Hot Rod. That's Larry's brother. Yo, Larry right there. Look at Larry's on. Now, Larry, they keep spending money on this man. They got the headstone. They got a tombstone. Then they got another tombstone up under it. I know that cost a pretty good penny. And they keep spending money on her. All right. I'm going to take a look at these cows again. I'm going to take a look at these cows again. And everything around here. And there was a church way on over there. Now, I don't even know if that church is affiliated with this here cemetery. I doubt it. I doubt it. All right. All right. That's going to conclude my video for the day, my live for the day. I said all that I can say. I've done what I was supposed to do. And if any of you that came in the video was going to watch the video in the future, if you made a request to me on Find a Grave, the pictures will be up today. I came out here. I did it. And now I'm through. Wait a minute. Something over here is striking my attention. Something's striking my attention over here. Now, this the 1800s back there. Everybody back there was the 1800s. And we done did them. Yeah. Some interesting stuff back there. Oh, man, I ain't been looking down for the horse doodle. I don't know. A lot of horse, boy, bull doodle or something out here. Yeah, I don't think I did. I didn't come over here. Y'all gonna have to do something about this here. The cleanup job. We need the cleanup man over here. All right. No, I ain't come over here. In loving memory of James L. Webb, 1933 to 2006. Now, he could have still been living like a 1933 wasn't that long ago. My granddaddy was born in 1933. Okay, and this here ain't got nobody's name on it or nothing. But they got that tree in the middle, and that tree, in some years, when that tree get a little bit bigger, it's gonna lift them tombstones up. Them tombstones, I'm telling y'all can't be putting trees and tombstones together. Come out here to Finley Cemetery and you'll see why. Yeah, I did all these people out here. Yeah. Because all the flowers out there in the woods. Look at that. The flowers done blew out there in the woods. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I did everybody. All right, 18C. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I say you can't plant tombstones and trees together. Because, see, the trees are growing all out. Oh, they're growing all out. See? And then we got animals that done dug a hole. You know what? I want to see how deep this hole is. I'm just interested. Oh, it stopped right there. So I guess it stopped right there. So somebody built that little thing right there, probably to stay out of the cold. One of them animals did. Okay. It's not that big of a cemetery at all. So I'm gonna do it like this here. So I won't be moving. It's not that big at all. And then you got the 1800s back here in the back. All of them right there was from the early 1800s. When I say the early 1800s, I'm talking about 1802. I'm talking about the early 1800s. Why I keep talking? I need to shut this thing off. Ugh. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is not good. And look, it's being held up by some bricks that they got in the backyard. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I've done my job. So, you guys, I'm out. My work here is done. And I think I just walked on somebody's grave. I think I did. They didn't have enough money to put nothing right there. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. Now see how different that is? I ain't never seen nothing like that. Just look at it. Look at the area. Miss Coralie Jensen. Miss Coralie, did I get you? We got you now. Yeah. They keeping up with Miss Cora. Miss Cora must have did some good for the community. For the settlement. There go Mr. Teeth Man. Look at Mr. Teeth Man. He wants y'all to see the teeth. So in every picture he took, he showed teeth. He wanted y'all to see that smile. So that's what he left behind. He left pictures like that behind him. So when you leave take pictures, just remember, you're leaving picture behind. And you don't know which one of those pictures they gonna get and put on your tombstone. You don't know. Because y'all ain't making y'all own tombstones. The family doing it. And you don't know what picture they gonna put on. So make sure you show teeth. Show the teeth. That's what we want to see. We want to see teeth. If you ain't got none, they got all kind of dentures and veneers and all kind of stuff out there to make it look beautiful. And if you can't afford it, join a class. Look here, Leslie B. Brown, this with the pearls on. Yep. She was born in 1918. She one of them sophisticated ladies. See that? She got pearls around her neck. She looked like that lady on God, that celebrity lady. I forgot her name. I'm looking at her face right now. But yeah. All right. I'm out of here. How to get this off?